Hello and welcome back to the studio where we paint away the stress of everyday life here in Wales. Now before we look at the palette, I'm thinking maybe seascape today.
It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great time. And don't forget to click subscribe.
Set up on the easel, it's roughly about 15 by 12, and I put a gesso on there, which is a chalk based primer, and to that I've added some yellow ochre, so that's going to give me my sand effect on the bottom, so I don't have to worry too much about that. And it's also going to give me that nice glow in the sky, that yellow glow that I'm actually looking for. Brush, it's not the cleanest brush, but it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to pick up some white and the smallest amount of ultramarine blue just on the tip of that brush. Now I like the ultramarine blue because it's nice and it's a nice warm type of blue, and I'm basically doing this crisscross motion like this. I'm just going to hold my board because I need to secure this. I've been meaning to do it for a couple of days now and I keep forgetting. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blue in the sky. I'm just going to get a little bit more of that ultramarine blue just to darken the sky up. And just add a little bit more. If you want to darken it, just add a little bit at a time. I want that summery type of sky that we can get. There we go. And a bit more white just inside there like that. So trying to build the cloud and sky effect roughly about the same time. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to get that distant cloud shapes in by just adding a little bit of white, just like this, because they're so distant we can't really see shapes as such. I'm going to lighten down onto the horizon. Now you can use a bit of masking tape and put a bit of masking tape across there, or you can draw a line. And the other thing you can do, if you wanted to keep a nice straight line, is get a rule and just hold the rule just like that, and just paint up to the rule. There we go. It's going to give you a rough line there. I'm happy with that because I like my horizon to bleed into the sky. I don't like that sharp line there. A little bit more moisture. So I'm going to go back into a little bit of Prussian blue now. And then just bring that in. Bit of moisture on my brush. And just enjoy the process. If your painting takes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, a week, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not about speed. It's about painting and enjoying the process. Just like that. And just enjoy process of painting. Slowly building, building, building. So I'm just getting a little bit more white in places, just to catch some highlights of these summery clouds. Just fluffing them out, just like that. There you go. Nice type of sky. Easy done, easy done, easy done. A little bit of burnt umber and some ultramarine blue, some white. It's a lovely grey type of colour. And then get some burnt umber, bit of Prussian blue. Burnt umber and Prussian blue make a nice black, by the way. And some shadow into this land. Formation. There you go. So we got a bit of landmass there. And we're going to dry that off with a hairdryer. Painting is quite easy actually if you just keep practicing. I want to go some ultramarine blue now, and I like to do easy paintings. I like to encourage people and inspire people to paint as much as possible, because I think it's not just good therapy, but it's something you can achieve quite nicely. I need to get a nice straight line across there if I can. This is why masking tape is a lot better. But there you go. And as I come forward, I'm just going to increase the blue, just like that. Just making it just a little bit darker here and there. Get a bit of Prussian blue into it now. Just going to get a little bit of white. Before I bring it any further forward, I'm just going to get some white now and draw little lines. Much easier if you're painting on a bigger canvas, by the way. Just increase the white a little bit more. As we come down. We're not looking for a perfect wave pattern. What we're looking for is just that idea of maybe this is quite a rough sea. I picked up a little bit of Prussian blue now just to put some shadow into these wavelets. What I want to do is develop a nice shape of a wave coming in maybe down here. I'm just putting the shadow in now. Just getting a bit of white. Onto my brush. I'm just concentrating trying to get a shape that I'm happy with. Dragging a dry brush over. Get a bit more shadow coming in. There, like that. getting a bit of colour in there. Thinking about this curling wave, just adding a little bit more white. I don't want to go too white, too bright. Let's just get a few. Light the spots in there. Just getting the edge of the brush to put some foam patterns in. Just using some pure white now just to get some foam. And whoosh, like that. Okay, we need to get some shadow into this water now. Dee 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 dee. How are we looking? Looks pretty wave-like. I hope it does. I hope it does. Let's get a bit more. Bright white. Onto here now. What I'm going to do now is as I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit, I'm just going to grab a brush. I got some mixing white here. This is a semi-transparent white, which I want to knock back the background. As you've seen me do this so many times before, I love this technique. It's actually a pretty good technique for dulling something back. I just want to put that mist effect in. This is good for underwater as well, for sun rays and things like that. And you can get some sun rays coming in. Let me just dry that off with a hairdryer now. If you wanted to, you could use a little bit of this, something like this zinc mixing white, then, and you could just highlight little areas just like that. Once your painting is dry, just to lighten it a little bit, maybe. If you just wanted to give it that little bit of the light of coming through, we could get a little bit of the lighter blue there, just like that. We can get some this Prussian blue then to come through and put some shadows in. Just an idea of something you can play with. Not my best seascapes, but as I said, in the time scale that I give myself, I'm quite happy with that. So let's get a little bit more. White. Just get a few more. Breakers. Break in. There we are. Give you an idea, a rough idea. It's an easy, simple painting. I'm quite happy with the way that's come out for today. It wouldn't be the same if I didn't do my little seagulls. There you go. So that's a big seagull. That's a big seagull. There we are. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We all have fun. Let's see if I can just correct that. Let me just see if I can get rid of that. There you go. So, have a bit of fun. And if you wanted to, you could get some, I don't know, some burnt umber and some black, some Prussian blue. You could put some rocks in if you wanted to, like this, maybe. I don't know. Put some rocks in there. You play around. You put in what you want to put in. Like I said, these are just paintings that I just enjoy playing with. You know, put a rock in there or something like that. I don't know. You just enjoy. Have fun. Do whatever you want. But the most important thing is keep practicing, 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 practicing. And before you know it, you're going to be working on big paintings like that. And you're going to be turning out fantastic seascapes. I'm going to have to do a proper one day. And I'll have to cut it down into sections, because these type of paintings, full size, can take me hours, literally hours and hours and hours, which I'm not prepared to do on YouTube. Or you could get a card that even look, you could scrape out some highlights on your rocks. There you go. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, I like that.